HTML block, and inline elements. Every HTML element has a default display value depending on what type of element it is. There are two display values, block and inline. So we have here the black label elements. A black label element always starts on a new line, and the browser automatically adds on a space, a margin, before and after the element. A black label element always takes up the full width available. It stretches out to the left and right as far as it can. Two common use black elements are the paragraph, that is represented by the P inside of the angle brackets, and we also have the div, that is the content division element, represented by the div inside of the angle brackets. The paragraph element defines a paragraph in an HTML document, and the div element defines a division or a section in an HTML document. And as you can see here, we have the paragraph element is a black label element and is taking the full width, as you can see, represented by this green rectangle. We also have the div element is a black label element and it's also taking the full width. Now we're gonna see this example. We have this paragraph and this div with hello world each. So we're gonna go to Visual Studio Code and we're gonna create an HTML file. So we're gonna name it index.html. So we're gonna save it. Now I'm gonna press Shift I, or Shift exclamation mark, press enter. So we're gonna have a template to work with. So I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna grab this example. So I'm gonna go to Visual Studio Code, I'm gonna bring it here and I'm gonna paste it inside of the body element. So it's gonna be here. I'm gonna save it, and inside of the body element we're gonna have the paragraph element and we're also gonna have the div element. So and the content is gonna be just hello world. So I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna open it. You can go here to the index.html and right click open with live server, or you can just go here and just press Alt plus L plus O, and this is how it looks like. Hello world, this is a paragraph and this is the div. So there's not much difference, but we're gonna press Ctrl Shift I so we can open the Chrome developer tools. So now we can see the elements here, and I'm gonna make this one a little smaller. Let me see, 150. Okay, let me see. Okay, so now it's fine. So I'm going inside of the body, as you can see here, and it's taking, and the body is 418.42 by 51.88 to your left hand. When you go here, when you see here inside of the body, we're gonna have the paragraph, and if I mouse over it, you can see that is pretty much choosing the first hello world. This is the paragraph and this is the div. So I'm going right now in the paragraph hello world, but if I go in the div, we also you can see the blue color. Now we go here into the paragraph and it's taking the whole width, as you can see, and the numbers are 418.42 by 17.94. that is for the paragraph, and for the div that is taking the full width too is 418.42 by 17.44 by 17.94 So as you can see, these two are taking the whole width, and this is inside of the body. So that's how you can check those elements. So we're gonna make a little bigger, maybe here 150, and this one, yeah, that's fine here. So that is that for that example. And we have the black label elements in HTML. So we have the address, and you can go to each all of these links and start reading if you like. We have the div, that is the content division element. We have the footer, we have the main, we have the section, we have the article, we have the DL, for example the description list. We have the form, we have the nav, we have the table, aside, the DT. We have the DT, a description list. We have the heading 1 from heading 6, the non-script, the T-food. We have the black quote, the field set, the header, the OL, that is the order list. We have the UL, that is the unordered list. We have the canvas, we have the feed caption, HR, we have the P, the video, that stands for paragraph. We have the pre, we have the LI, that is the list item. We have the figure, and finally the description definition. So now we're gonna see the inline elements. An inline element does not start on a new line. An inline element only takes up as much width as necessary. This is a span element inside of a paragraph. So here we're gonna see the example with the span. We're gonna grab it and we're gonna go to Visual Studio Code. We're gonna go here. It's gonna be in line 13. And as you remember, the paragraph and the div, it was taking the full width, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen with the span element. And if you mouse over it, you can read some information about it. So we have the span element doesn't mean anything on its own, but can be useful when used together with the global attributes, e.g. class, lamb, or there. It represents children. So we have the open span, we have the text that is going to be hello world, or just hello span. Let's put it here, hello span. And then we have the end tag that is going to be inside angle brackets, the slash span. So let's put this one, hello p and hello deep, so we don't get confused. So we save it, and now we go to our website. It's going to be here, and it's going to be the third one. So if we go to the head, it's in the body. We paste it inside of the body. So we're gonna go to the Chrome Developer tool. As you press Ctrl+Shift+I, and now we're gonna go to elements. We're gonna go inside of the body, and I have here the paragraph hello p. I have the div, that is hello div, and as you can see, they are both, the paragraph and the div, they're taking the full width. But let's see what happened with the span. The span is not taking the full width, is taking only what it needs. So, and the numbers are 71.55 by 17.78, compared with, for example, the div and the paragraph, that are pretty much similar because they're taking the full width. So that is that for the inline elements. Here are the inline elements in HTML. So we have the A, we have the BR, we have the I, that is for italic, we have the object, we have the small, we have time, abbreviation, button, images, output, span, TT, and you can read all of those articles. Okay, this is not supported in HTML, so the TT tag was used in HTML4 to define telebyte text. Okay, that is that. We have the acronym, we have the site, the input, Q, strong, var, we have B, code, KBD, SAMP, SAP, we have the BDO, and I think this one is when you wanna change the text from left to right and from right to left. This text will go to the right to left. So if we can click here, try it yourself. Okay, when you use the BDO, there's gonna be, this paragraph is from left to right, but this one is gonna be from right to left. So that is useful here. We have the DF, the FM, the label, the script, the sub, the big EM, that is similar to the I, that is kind of like italic. We have the map, select, and text area. So you can read all of this information if you would like. So now we have an inline element cannot contain a black label element. So now we're gonna have for the div element the content division element. The div element is often used as a container for other HTML elements. The div element has no required attributes, but style, class, and ID are common. When used together with CSS, the div element can be used to style blocks of content. So we're gonna grab this example and we're gonna go to, okay, I'm gonna just delete everything that is inside of the body. Okay, so I'm just gonna paste it here, and it's gonna be from lines 11 to 14. Okay, so I have a div, and inside of the div element I'm gonna have the style attribute. We're gonna use the equal sign, double quotes, we're gonna use the background hyphen color, we're gonna be using black, semicolon, then color. This one is gonna be for the text, so here they're using white, semicolon, and padding, colon is gonna be 20 pixels, and then you just close the double quotes and you close the angle brackets. That is for the first div. And let's take a look what happens here. Okay, so I'm gonna close the Chrome developer tools, and I'm gonna have this one. So London is the capital city of England. Okay, that is that. So we have it here. Okay, inside of the div we're gonna have a heading 2. Inside of the heading 2 we're gonna have just London, so it's gonna be a heading 2. As you can see, the letter is kind of big. Now outside of the heading we're gonna have the paragraph, and in the paragraph is gonna be London is the capital of England. It is the most populous city in the United Kingdom, with a metropolitan area of over 13 million inhabitants. So that is what's gonna be in the paragraph. Okay, inside of the paragraph. And now we're gonna end the div tag with angle brackets /div. So we can go here, and this is how it's gonna look, and you can change the colors, for example, using the style attribute. Instead of the background color black, we can put it, I don't know, maybe kind of like the RGB 159 2121, and the color, this color here is going to be for the text. So let's go for, I don't know, yeah, let's go for blue, this kind of color. I don't know, let me see, let's go here, this one. Okay, so I chose the RGB 2482 200 days, so I'm gonna save it, and let's see how it looks like. Okay, well, you got the idea. So that's pretty much it. Now we're gonna go to, okay, so again we're using the div. We're gonna open the Ctrl+Shift+I, and as you can see we're inside of the body. So I'm gonna just go back to the previous color. So let me see. Okay, I'm gonna save it. Okay, we are inside of the body, and now I'm grabbing, inside of the body I have this div. Okay, now inside of the div I have the H2, that is the heading 2, and inside next to the H2 and the same level we have also the paragraph. Okay, we have this paragraph, and the paragraph and the heading 2 are inside of this div. As you can see here, we can make this one move a little bit here, and that is how it works, the elements here. So now we're gonna move to the span element. The span element is an inline container used to mark up a part of a text or a part of a document. The span element has no required attributes, but style, class, and ID are common. When used together with CSS, the span element can be used to style parts of the text. So here we're gonna have another example. I'm just gonna grab it. I'm gonna go to Visual Studio Code, and okay, this example was about the div. Now we're gonna use span. So okay, I'm gonna go here, so dark, this. Okay, now it looks a little better. Okay, so now okay, so let's take a look what's happening here. So my mother has blue eyes and my father has dark green eyes, and the word blue has has a text color of blue, and the text dark green has a text color of dark green. So how we do that? So we use inside of the body, we're gonna use the paragraph my mother has, and now we're gonna use the span element. And if you mouse over it, you can see the span element doesn't mean you can read all the stuff. So now inside of the span element, we have the style attribute equal sign double quotes, and we're gonna use the color. And when we use color column, this is for the text of the color of the text. So in this case, the color of the text is gonna be blue. Semicolon, we're gonna use the font hyphen weight colon, and it's gonna be bold. Okay, so we close with the double close, and we close the angle brackets of the span. Now we're gonna have the word or the keyword blue. So up to this point, we have my mother has blue, and then we're gonna have the end tag that is gonna be inside angle brackets slash span. After that, we're gonna have the sentence eyes and my father has. So up to this point, we have my mother has blue, and this blue that is inside of the span element is gonna be the color blue because we're choosing this one. And then we're gonna have the text eyes and my father has. Again, we're gonna open the span element. The style attribute is gonna be equal sign double quotes color, and we're choosing this color like a dark olive green or the RGB 85 107 47 semicolon font hyphen weight colon bold. So that is that. We close double quotes, we close the angle brackets of the span, and now we have the text dark green, and then we have the end tag span, and we do that with angle brackets slash span. Finally, we have the word eyes, and then we have the end paragraph with angle brackets slash p. So again, we're gonna have the paragraph my mother has. We have this span here blue, and this blue is gonna be this color here. It's gonna be represented by the blue color we're choosing here. Eyes and my father has, so dark green, and this word is gonna be represented by this color, by this RGB 85 107 47, and the next words are gonna be eyes. So when we go to our text, this is what's happening. And if you cannot see, I'm gonna make a little bigger one. So my mother has blue eyes and my father has dark green eyes. So that's how it works. And finally, we have the chapter summary. There are two display values, black and inline. A black label element always starts on a new line and takes up the full width available. An inline element does not start on a new line, and it only takes up as much width as necessary. The div element is a block label and is often used as a container for other HTML elements. The span element is an inline container used to mark up a part of a text or a part of a document. And finally, we have the HTML tags, in this case just two, the div tag and the span tag. So we have the div defines a section and a document, black label, and we have the span that defines a section and a document, inline.